So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. The United Auto Workers have finally ended their strike, and tentative agreements are going out around the country to be voted on and ultimately signed. We're going to talk about what they were demanding, what the United Auto Workers were demanding, what they got, what the path forward from here looks like. So let's start out with pay. They were looking for initially a 40% raise in wages over 4 years, and they were also looking for an reinstatement of the cost of living adjustments. That was wiped out. The cost of living adjustments were wiped out back in 2009. And of course, in this inflationary environment, it becomes really important, right? In addition, they were looking to remove the tiered system of employment. That system was a system where employees would make less if they started after the great financial crisis. And that was agreed upon between the union and the company in order to maintain the company itself. In addition, there's a kind of a tiered system with respect to 401k contributions. Right now, if you were hired after 2007, you got a 6.4% company match. That the UAW was looking to restore defined pension programs as well as pay all healthcare costs for retirees. Now, a note here: it's important to understand that this is posturing. There was no real intent on the part of the union to get all healthcare costs for retirees. That just wasn't in the cards. It was a negotiating tactic. From a outsider's point of view, it seems like a little bit of a gross negotiating tactic. I mean, if you think about it, these are retirees. They see this proposal and think that maybe the union that they paid dues into for a very long time is going to get them their healthcare costs back. Who knows? Maybe they recognize that that had no chance of happening. But I just find that it's a little bit gross where it's getting people's hopes up and all for the sake of negotiation with no intent to actually get it going. In addition, the union was looking for a 32-hour work week, right to strike over plant closures over the course of the next contract, and if the automaker does close a plant, the company would continue paying company or workers indefinitely to do community service. So these are sort of the pie in the sky demands. Most of them were pie in the sky, some were legitimate. And now that all three companies are on the table, they've got tentative agreements in place. We got to take a look at what it actually looked like. The full details aren't really known, but at Ford and Stellantis, they're getting 11% raise in the top hourly wage rate. They have got the cost of living adjustment up there with a total of 25% increase over the life of the contract. So not quite 36%, not quite 40%, but a significant increase in the actual pay. They ended the two-tier system, so less senior workers not at the top of the pay scale would get larger pay increases. Temp workers would be made full-time, and an improved retirement benefit for senior workers who have traditional pension plans and larger company contributions on the 401k plans. Those company contributions are going to knock up to 9%, so that's pretty significant. As mentioned before, the United Auto Workers had their defined benefit pension programs as well as retiree healthcare benefits shot down. The 32-hour work week was shot down. One thing to note that isn't being publicized is that union members got $5,000 bonus on ratification of the deal. Don't really understand that. I mean, I don't understand the connection between all of this and the bonus. But congratulations on that. And then I believe, although I haven't been able to find it, I believe that they got Juneteenth as a new holiday. That was probably something that the big three were wanting to do anyway. That's my take on it. Those are easy things to negotiate and to add to a new contract. Ford was the first to reach a tentative deal with the union, followed by Stellantis and then General Motors. They all basically mirror each other, which is what you expected. Process includes being reviewed by the United Auto Workers National Council that votes to send the agreement to the membership. Once they do that, members attend informational sessions to learn about the agreements before they begin to vote on them. The UAW workers working at Ford are preparing to vote on their deal after the National Ford Council for the UAW voted to send it to membership. Stellantis council met yesterday to vote on the deal, and the UAW National GM Council votes today. After that, the union leadership is going to hold a Facebook Live that same evening to go over the highlights. If they don't approve, if the union members don't approve, which they are expected to, the general consensus is that they'll approve the contracts. The strike will begin again, and the United Auto Workers head back to the table. So, what do you guys think about this? Obviously there is that low ball, high ball negotiating tactic. Do you think it feels disingenuous at times? Is this just part of the game and we should respect it? What do you think in the comments down below? Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.